Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mass Retirees Weekly Update. Today's Friday, May 20th. I'm Sean Duhamel. Thank you so much for joining with us and tuning in again this week. Now we've got some really important work ahead of us in the coming week and some important information to share with all of you, so I'm just going to jump right into things. Next week, the Massachusetts State Senate will be taking up its version of the fiscal year 23 state budget. That debate is expected to start on Tuesday. We have two amendments that we have filed to the budget relative to the COLA for state and teacher retirees as well as for local retirees. The first amendment, which was filed by State Senator Mike Brady, is Amendment number 810. Now, Senator Brady is from the city of Brockton. He is the Senate chairperson of the Joint Committee on Public Service, which of course is the legislative committee in which most, if not all, public retirement legislation originates. So Senator Brady is someone we have worked very closely with over the years. He is a staunch supporter of public retirees, and we can't be more thankful to Senator Brady that he stepped forward and agreed to file this amendment on our behalf. What Amendment number 810 would do is two things. First and foremost, it increases the COLA the COLA percentage for state and teacher retirees from the current 3% that's authorized in the budget up to a new number of 5.9%. Now, you might be aware that the Consumer Price Index for 2022 is 5.9%. That is the same number that's used by Social Security to calculate the Social Security COLA. So what we are proposing, due to the extraordinary circumstances that all of us, but in particular retirees, are forced to accept right now in terms of inflation and all of the problems that come as a result of that, what we are asking for the coming fiscal year for FY23 is that an exception be made in that the full Social Security CPI be also applied to public pensions here in Massachusetts for the FY23 COLA. So if we're successful, this amount would go into effect on July 1st. It would be automatic for state and teacher retirees. Now, Amendment number 810 carries a second provision that would apply to local retirees. This amendment allows local retirement systems for the coming year only to choose to pay a COLA above the currently allowed 3%. Right now, the retirement law here in Massachusetts caps COLAs at 3%. So in order to go beyond that level, we need a special act of the legislature. That is exactly what this provision under Amendment number 810 is designed to do. It would allow local retirement boards across all 102 local retirement systems to make the choice to pay a COLA above 3% up to the 5.9. So those are the two provisions of Amendment number 810. The second amendment, Amendment number 830, which has been filed by State Senator Brendan Creighton from the city of Lynn. Senator Creighton is the Senate chairman of the Committee on Transportation. And like Senator Brady, he is a very close ally of our association, someone who's very dedicated to public retirees. He's filed a number of our bills over the years, and he stepped forward and asked for the opportunity to file Amendment number 830 on behalf of our association and on behalf of our members. What Amendment number 830 would do is it increases the COLA base for state and teacher retirees from the current $13,000 base up to a new level of $16,000 for the coming fiscal year. Now, it's been 11 years since the state and teacher COLA base has been increased. The last increase was a $1,000 increase back in 2011. Since that time, there's been a number of factors at play, mostly related to pension funding schedules and the pension systems, or the state and teacher retirement systems rebounding after the economic collapse back in 2008 and 2009. It's taken the better part of a full decade to really get to the point that we're at now. And it's due to the success of the Prim Board and the Pritt Fund and Treasurer Goldberg and previous treasurers that have built it up to the point where we believe that that success should now and can now be shared with state and teacher retirees through the form of a higher COLA base. So that's what Amendment number 830 is designed to do. Now, if you're a local retiree, the COLA base for local retirement systems is set by the local retirement board in conjunction with the local legislative body. And that's been the case now for a number of years, and the local COLA base ranges from $18,000 at the higher level all the way down to $12,000. Probably the average or median COLA base at the local level is about $16,000 right now. However, we do know that a growing number of local retirement systems are currently working on plans to increase the local COLA base for the coming year, whether it be FY23 or some of them are looking at into FY24, depending on the dynamics of the local pension funding schedules and what the timing of those schedules may look like. But it's very encouraging, again, that we have a growing number of local systems looking to increase the base and share that great success that all of our retirement boards have been able to generate over the last decade, and share that success with their local retirees. And we can't be more thankful to the local retirement board members and the local officials and our local retirees who have taken the bull by the horns and are really leading the charge on this. But here at the state level, when it comes to state and teacher retirees in particular, those decisions are made by the state legislature in conjunction with the governor. So what we are doing right now is working with our allies in the Senate to engage with as many senators as we can and gain as many co-sponsors of Amendment 810 and Amendment 830 as we're going into next week's budget debate, which is anticipated to start on Tuesday. So between now and Tuesday, we want to gain as many Senate co-sponsors as we can. So if you are someone who has a close relationship, or if you know your local state senator here in Massachusetts, by all means, reach out, put a friendly reminder in their ear that this is something that's important, that we believe is affordable, and we believe it's not only needed and necessary right now, but it's doable right now because of the success that we've been able to accumulate over the past decade or so. And calls from constituents or emails from constituents go a long way. I know that some of you like to send letters. Unfortunately, with timing being of the essence right now, you either need to make a phone call or send an email in for it to get there on time. Pay very close attention over the coming week to our Facebook page and the Mass Retirees website, massretirees.com, as well as our legislative hotline, which the toll-free number is on your membership card. We will be updating those communication tools next week as new information becomes available. And certainly next Friday's message heading into Memorial Day weekend will have a full status update of where we ended up. Now, as a reminder, the House of Representatives at the end of April in its budget unanimously passed an increase in the COLA percentage for state and teacher retirees, as well as the local option for local retirees. The House chose to go with a flat 5% COLA increase for the coming year. That would be automatic again if it passes for state and teacher retirees, and it's something that would be local option at the local level. The House, however, chose to hold off on making any changes to the COLA base pending further review as the pension funding schedule for state and teacher retirees resets heading into FY24. So that's something that we're going to continue to work on if we're not successful in increasing it for FY23, but we're still very hopeful. One final thing before I sign off for the week, I want to say a special thank you to the thousands of Mass Retirees members who have very generously contributed to our optional PAC contribution drive for 2022. The Public Retirees PAC is a Massachusetts-based PAC. It's run by our association. It's the political arm of Mass Retirees. The PAC can only be used here in Massachusetts for state and local political activities. It is not a federal PAC. It is not used to support federal issues like Social Security and the WEP and the GPO. Those issues are outside of the realm of our PAC. The PAC can also not be used to support federal candidates, whether they be candidates for Congress, the U.S. Senate, or President. The PAC is not involved in any of that. What we do use the PAC for is here in Massachusetts to support our public policy education and advocacy and awareness activities that take place, such as our teletown halls, our area meetings, any type of community outreach that we do. A lot of our educational functions are funded at least in part through the PAC, and of course endorsements and political contributions to candidates for public office who support and stand with public retirees. That's the only criteria we use in deciding that who this association is going to endorse for elected office. It's what is their position when it comes to public retirees and public retiree issues like your pension, COLAs, health insurance benefits. We don't focus on anything outside of those specific areas, and we don't make any exceptions to that. Now, again, I just want to say how much we appreciate and how touched we are by the thousands of contributions that have come in over the past 2 weeks. If you have not yet donated to the PAC, our PAC drive is still open. You can either send back the self-addressed envelope that was included in our PAC mailing a couple weeks ago, or you can go online at massretirees.com and make a secure contribution. The tab to make PAC contributions is located in the right-hand margin of the website. It's also going to be contained within today's email message and again on the Mass Retirees website. So thank you so much. Thank you for the support that you provide us and everything that we do and everyone that we work with. If it wasn't for our members, none of this would be possible. So I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. And I hope to get back to you again at the end of next week with further good news when it comes to the COLA. But in the meantime, stay safe, be well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.